So I need to get these pieces together. The other thing I want to point out here is there's a grid here. You see the dark black line. That represents the area that all the faces that are in this map have to fit inside that boundary, that quadrant, if you will. And we'll see in a little bit later how to make sure that happens. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take those shells that represent the areas I want. See, that one's back outside, so I don't need that. I want that. I want that. I want that. And I'm not sure about these guys. Oh yeah, that looks like it's at the bottom of the... Okay. And then I'm going to use the W key like we would before and move those shells out of the quadrant just so I can see them easier. Okay, so eventually I'll put them back. Now, I'm going to right mouse, select edge. When I select an edge, let's say on this shell, it should show me where, as I roll over it, see it's showing me where the corresponding edge is. So here, see it's going out there, here, it's going along here. So one thing you notice here is that this shell, which should combine with that shell, they're not oriented correctly. And let me show you again how I know that. So there's the edge. So I'm seeing the edge of the one shell and its complementary edge, or the edge it should pair with, is below and on the opposite side. So to correct that, I'm going to select the UV shell for the middle, and I'm going to go under Modify. I believe it's Modify. Yep, and then Flip. And I'm going to get the option box. I need it to flip vertically so that that edge will be at the top instead of the bottom. And I also need it to flip horizontally so the edge will be on the same side. So if I did this correctly and I go back to edge, see how now the edges are touching one another. When I touch one edge, the corresponding edge, let me get even closer so you can see this easier. See, I'm getting a good pair there. That's what I want, okay? So what I'm going to do is hold down the Shift key and make sure I have all those edges selected. So I'm adding to the selection by holding the Shift key and left mouse clicking. And then I'm going to go under the cut and sew and say move and sew. And now those two shells have been merged into one big shell. And you can see they're fitting right here. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with the one next to it, the other interior one. Where is its edge? Okay, so fortunately, flipping that middle one also matched the orientation of the other shell. So again, holding the Shift key, and I've got the edge option selected from the component. And now I have all those edges, and again I'm going to go under Move and Sew. And now we have, as a shell, the entire interior. Okay, so we're missing the top and these side faces here. I want them in the mix too somehow. So I'm going to go back to Edge and see if I can find... Okay, so again, in a little bit of a problem where I'm getting the opposite side. So let's go and get the shell. Let's move that shell over. Let's see what edges that shell shows. Okay, so that, how about this side? Okay, so this side is upside down again, all right, and backwards. So what I'm going to do is, again, get the UV shell, go to the modify, flip option, and I'm going to apply the horizontal flip, and then apply vertical flip. And now when I say edge, I've got the correct edges selected here. I've missed a couple, so the white means that they're not selected, so I have to go back and make sure I have them all. Okay, so then again I can say move and sew. So I'm going to repeat the same process to get the rest of these, and I'll come back to you.